State lawmakers sue the governor. The Supreme Court hears a historic case, and OU students prepare for the Red River rivalry game. This is OU Nightly. Thanks for joining us for OU Nightly. I'm Talon Forbis.
And I'm Grace Whitten. We begin with a last-ditch effort against Oklahoma's new law allowing anyone aged 21 and older to openly carry a gun without a permit.
The law goes into effect November 1st, but in advance of that, attorneys for State Representative Jason Lowe filed a lawsuit claiming the new law is unconstitutional. The lawsuit directly names Governor Kevin Stitt. In a statement to the media, Lowe stated, "We are going to fight. We are going to continue to push. We believe this law is dangerous."
The Oklahoma Second Amendment Association says the group sees this as a Hail Mary attempt, but that it believes the law will still take effect and the lawsuit will have no impact.
A former Whitaker police officer was arrested and charged for rape of a minor. According to the Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation, the 14-year-old told her school officials that 33-year-old Wendell Burt began contacting her via Snapchat in May 2019, asking the minor for sexually explicit photos as well as sending them to her. The two met on 3 occasions where Burt allegedly raped her. Burt was booked into the Caddo County Jail on a $500,000 bond.
The U.S. Supreme Court rejects the appeal of an Oklahoma man sentenced to death for the fatal shooting of a state trooper. 45-year-old Ricky Ray Malone was convicted in the December 26 shooting of Trooper Nikki Green in rural Cotton County in 2003. Prosecutors say Malone was making meth when Green arrived, which led to a fight ending with Malone grabbing Green's gun and fatally shooting him. Malone believes that he shouldn't be convicted of second-degree murder because he was under the influence of meth at the time.
A huge day at the highest court in the land. Kayla Davis joins us with the arguments heard before the Supreme Court and why so many are interested.
Yes, Talon. The Supreme Court began hearing 3 cases on whether it is legal to fire someone based on their sexual orientation or gender identity. The court's decision could end with a historic ruling for the LGBTQ rights. 4 years ago, the court ruled same-sex couples across the nation are legally allowed to marry. However, it is still legal to fire someone for being gay in many states. A decision is not expected until early next year. The U.S. ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland, was scheduled to testify before 3 House committees today, but the Trump administration told the key witness not to appear. This comes as House Democrats are now broadening their impeachment inquiry, with subpoenas to the Pentagon and Office of Management and Budget. CNN reports the White House has reached out to outside lawyers for impeachment counsel. And a White House letter to Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Trump will not comply with the impeachment probe until the House votes. A key witness in the murder trial, a former Dallas police officer convicted of shooting her neighbor in his own apartment, was shot and killed on Friday. And we now know this is the result of a drug deal gone wrong. The death of Joshua Brown has caused speculation among community leaders that the Dallas Police Department was responsible.
Their words have jeopardized the integrity of the city of Dallas as well as the Dallas Police Department.
Assistant Chief Avery Moore denies these rumors and encourages community leaders to be mindful of their actions. And a surprising sight at the Dallas Cowboys game this weekend as famed comedian Ellen DeGeneres was spotted sitting next to former President George W. Bush. Some people were shocked to see 2 such different people getting along and even laughing with each other.
I'm friends with a lot of people who don't share the same beliefs that I have. We're all different, and I think that we've forgotten that that's okay, that we're all different. And when I say be kind to one another, I don't mean only the people that think the same way that you do. I mean be kind to everyone.
The 2 are guests of the Jones family in their suite. One Ellen fan was excited to see the 2 together and even tweeted, "Ellen and George Bush together makes me have faith in America again."
Thanks, Kayla. That game was a big deal, but nowhere near what goes on at the game coming up this weekend. The Sooners to face Longhorns in the Red River rivalry. OU Nightly's Janae Reeves is live on campus to show us one way students are gearing up for this yearly tradition.
Texas Texas Hate Week is in full swing, and Sooners are able to take out some of that hatred on this burnt orange car right behind me. If it wasn't clear enough, this annual tradition lets students take an old sledgehammer to the car to show the Longhorns how they really feel about them.
I'm so excited. I think it's going to be just fun to be with all my friends. Hopefully we beat Texas, because Texas sucks. So I was happy to see it because we hate Texas, and they deserve to be beat on like that car.
As always, this car is located outside of the Wesley Student Ministry on Lindsay Street. The Bevo Bash is tonight, and students can start beating the car at 6 o'clock. Reporting live, Janae Reeves, OU Nightly.
A new policy in the Big 12 may change the way players react in this year's Red Rivalry game. Kelsea Bickerstaff is here with the details.
Horns down, a hand signal teams often use when playing the Texas Longhorns. After much controversy last season, Big 12 coordinator of officials Greg Burks decided to make a change. At this year's Big 12 Media Days, Burks said players would be penalized for doing the horns down gesture if it is directed toward an opposing player. And Sooner fans are not happy.
I thought it was dumb. I mean, we're playing football, so everyone's going to be going at each other, so they should be able to do whatever they want.
While fans are not restricted to using the signal, one student feels it brings down the intensity of the game.
I'm going to do it regardless, so I don't mind, but at the same time, I think it brings the energy to the game. It brings a rivalry to life, and I think it's I feel like it restricts everybody when we don't feel like we can do it.
Whether it's a quick touchdown celebration or a gesture towards the fans, head coach Lincoln Riley says his team will not be doing it.
Our players won't do it. So our players won't do it.
And whether you're cheering for the Sooners in the stands or playing on the field, the Red River rivalry continues to be one of the most prestigious matchups in all of college football. Kelsea Bickerstaff, OU Nightly.
OU Texas is at 11:30 a.m. this Saturday in Dallas, Texas.
And a big question on everyone's mind is, what will the weather be like in Dallas?
Hannah Scholl joins us with a first look at the game day weather.
Yeah, we'll have your game day forecast coming up, but right now it is looking absolutely beautiful out there. Not a cloud in the sky, 75 degrees and sunny. And look at that dew point temperature, 47 degrees. So it's not just looking nice, it's feeling nice. It's a little bit breezy, 18 miles per hour wind, and it's looking absolutely beautiful all the way across the state. Highest temperature reading is at 81 in Guyman. So coming up, we do have a big time cool down on the way, and maybe some thunderstorms coming along with that. And then, of course, your OU Texas weekend forecast. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Hannah. Another blow to the vaping industry. Find out what retailers might be taking e-cigarettes off their shelves.
Plus, new research on the benefit dogs can have on your life. Find out how these furry friends can help your physical and mental health.
Walgreens and Kroger will stop selling e-cigarettes in its stores. Walgreens says the decision to stop selling vapor products is based on developing regulations in a growing number of states. But the drugstore's decisions might drive customers to local vapor stores.
So all that does is it just creates an avenue for another company to sell the product, you know. When we chose this location, we've been here less than a year. We're actually the closest vape shop to the OU campus. I would say it's probably 75% of our revenue.
Walgreens locations in Norman do not know when they will pull e-cigarettes from the shelves, but the company will continue to sell tobacco products.
Alarming news tonight about the rise of highly transmitted diseases in the U.S. McKenzie Gladney joins us now to give us the details.
3 types of sexually transmitted diseases are at an all-time high in the United States. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis cases have risen for the 5th year straight, according to the Center for Disease Control. More than 2 million people were diagnosed last year. The combined number marks the most cases ever recorded since monitoring began in the U.S. Possible factors driving the rise in STD cases include a surge in people getting tested and cases being diagnosed and reported. The World Health Organization reported pregnant women are not getting their flu and whooping cough vaccines. The CDC surveyed 2,100 pregnant women and found less than half receiving both vaccinations. Experts say the vaccines are needed because they protect their infants during a time when they are too young to receive their vaccinations. The CDC report explains that vaccines puts their mother and child at a risk for infections. And according to new research from the University of Toronto, dogs could add years to your life. Researchers analyzed data from 4 million people and found dog owners have a lower risk by 24%. For those who already had a heart attack, the risk was lowered by 31%. A major factor might be because of the fact that pet owners who walk their dogs get up to 30 minutes of exercise a day. And Talon and Grace, another cool thing about that is the fact that even if you pet a dog, the research shows that could lower your anxiety, stress, and depression. So maybe after this midterm week, I might consider getting a dog.
You know, I definitely already took up that offer. I got me a dog around a year or two ago, and he's been the best decision of my life. I got him registered as an emotional support dog, but honestly, I would say that we are his emotional support humans because he is more of a baby than I will ever be.
Do you have a dog?
I don't. I wish I did.
My parents have a dog, but they kept it. Originally it was mine, but you know.
Awesome.
Fine.
Well, I wonder if those statistics are the same for cats.
Yeah, look into it.
Yes. Thanks, McKenzie.
No problem.
The latest Joker movie comes with a real-life threat. The story behind
Some
the extra
moviegoers
layers
may
of
have
security
opted
at
to
some
stay
movie
home
theaters
last
is coming
weekend
up.
instead of...
It actually makes me feel scared.
And our first taste of fall
because,
is early in the week, but there is a chance warm weather will return. Hannah is taking a look at that.
Yep, a big time cool down coming up. Will it affect your weekend plans and OU Texas plans? Welcome back to OU Nightly. I'm Hannah Scholl with your weather for today. Look outside, it's absolutely beautiful. We don't have a cloud in the sky, and it is 74 degrees and sunny. 18 miles per hour is your wind, so it is feeling a little bit gusty out there, but we do have a big time cold front coming through, so enjoy this warm weather while you have it. You can already see it in the distance. This is Wednesday afternoon, so no worries for us on Wednesday. That cold front is going to steadily march its way towards us, and this is Thursday morning. It has just reached the panhandle at this point, and then by Thursday afternoon, we're going to start to feel the cooling effects of this cold front, and that's going to continue. And then look, this is our temperature on Friday morning, 37 degrees for your Friday. So enjoy this 70, 80 degree weather while you can for the next few days. It's also going to be a little bit on the gustier side, so these temperatures are going to feel even colder than that reading, that 37 degree reading. So on Friday morning, let's take a look. Your wind chill forecast 27 is what it's going to feel like out there. So it's going to get really cold really quick. So this cold front isn't just going to be bringing cold temperatures, it's also going to be bringing some rain. So let's take a look at the satellite and radar. So this is actually for tonight. We do have a couple sprinkles coming through this evening. Most people will probably be asleep at this point, but you might wake up to a little bit of thunder. And then Wednesday, we're looking pretty good as far as rain goes. There is another chance for a slight scattered shower or storm on Wednesday evening. But then take a look. This is what we're really keeping an eye on. This line of storms that develops in front of the cold front. And then look at this. We even have a little bit of a chance for a sprinkling of snow out in Guyman. So these could end up being severe storms. We'll keep an eye on that for the rest of your week. And then the Red River Showdown, of course, what everyone wants to know about. It could be a little bit on the rainy side when you're driving down, but the actual game is going to look very nice and cool because of that cold front, which is also going to be affecting Dallas. So it's actually looking pretty nice for your day tomorrow before the cold front hits us and brings us winter all of a sudden.
Awesome. Thanks, Hannah.
If you went to see the premiere of the new Joker movie, you may have noticed an increased police presence at the theater. OU Nightly's Adam Seibel tells us why.
Some moviegoers may have opted to stay home last weekend instead of seeing the premiere of The Joker, amid threats of a mass shooting.
It actually makes me feel scared because it's like now we have to grow up and like you have to just like subconsciously think about it, and it's always kind of in the back of your mind.
Officials at the Fort Sill Air Force Base in Lawton, Oklahoma were made aware of this after online chatter pointed towards a mass shooting.
As more generations continues, like, you know, my younger siblings, they're gonna have to like be aware of it, and it's scary.
So far, 2019 has seen over 250 mass shootings, making it the first year since 2016 where there has been, on average, one shooting per day. Adam Seibel, OU Nightly.
If you're ever worried about finding yourself in a theater shooting, it's advised that you pick a seat closer to the aisle, as you may be able to leave faster.
It's a big week for the Sooners and the entire state of Oklahoma.
Lucas Whitaker is here for sports. What can you tell us about the big OU Texas game?
Yeah, guys, it's the best rivalry in college football. The Sooners and Longhorns clash
spent together
this Saturday,
to get that operation clean.
Plus, Baker Mayfield gets served some of his own swagger. You don't want to miss it. Sports is next. Welcome back to OU Nightly. I'm Lucas Whitaker, and it's time for sports. The biggest rivalry game of the year is finally here as the Sooners face the Longhorns this Saturday. Parker Thune gets us primed for the action.
Lucas, they say everything's bigger in Texas, and it doesn't get a whole lot bigger than the Red River Showdown. Now, there are obviously other iconic rivalries across college football. The game between Ohio State and Michigan, Auburn and Alabama in the Iron Bowl, the battle for the jeweled shillelagh between Notre Dame and USC. But consider this rivalry's remarkable continuity. It's always played halfway between the campuses. It's always situated in the epicenter of the Texas State Fair. The Cotton Bowl is always split right down the middle, half burnt orange and half crimson. This game means everything. And to say emotions will be running high is a colossal understatement.
Everybody knows the history between us and the team down south. So, definitely looking forward to going out there, getting after it. I'm definitely looking forward to attacking this preparation this week and just going out there and doing what we do on Saturday.
This is the best rivalry game in college football, one of the best sporting events, period, anywhere. And very excited to be a part of it. Certainly can't wait to get down there Saturday and play.
As always, this game will kick off at 11 a.m. and who knows how many Fletcher's corny dogs I'll have put away by then. Now, Lincoln Riley, of course, said no horns down from his players this weekend, so you know what? I might get in trouble with my producer for this, but come on, it's OU Nightly and Texas Week only comes around once a year. Horns all the way down, baby. Lucas, back to you.
Thanks for that, Parker. The Browns suffered a primetime loss last night to the 49ers, losing 31-3. If you like to go fast like Ricky Bobby, this is how the night got started. Number 22 hits 22.3 miles per hour, and that's 49ers running back Matt Breida taking it 83 yards to the house, and the 49ers kept busy on both sides of the ball. Baker Mayfield was up against a stout 49ers defense, getting picked off by Richard Sherman here. And just when it can't get any worse, the man hunting Baker Mayfield Monday night almost got the sack, and that's Nick Bosa, former Ohio State defensive end, and he's been waiting for this one, serving Baker some of his own moves, although he forgot the flag. And guess who's back? Senior Kayla Dow is named the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week for the second time this season. The award came after her first career hat trick in OU's 3-2 win over Kansas State. This is just the fourth hat trick in program history. And finally, many of you saw Christian McCaffrey's head-over-heels touchdown on Sunday. It was surely an exciting play in any language, but especially in Spanish.
Movimiento de Greg Olson de izquierda a derecha. Le entregan a McCaffrey. ¡Corre por fuera! ¡Te vas a meter! ¡Te vas a meter! ¡Touchdown! 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 ¡Christian! ¡Touchdown! McCaffrey! ¡Touchdown! ¡Touchdown! ¡Báilale! ¡Báilale! ¡Báilale!
I gotta say, guys, if you want to do anything in life, do it with that kind of energy, and I think you'll be all right.
That's awesome. That's definitely exciting. In other exciting news, 20 moons were recently discovered near Saturn.
Find out how you can add your name to a moon among the stars.
Welcome, I'm Reece Scholl at the OU Nightly Update Desk. An Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper has become the first female to graduate from the department's Defensive Tactics Instructor School. Charity Robertson completed the 4-week course and is now certified to teach defensive tactics to others in the academy. That's it from the Update Desk. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Reece. NASA has a unique opportunity. You can name a moon. Scientists recently discovered 20 moons around Saturn, and starting Monday, Carnegie Institution for Science is kicking off a naming contest.
To enter, tweet your suggested name for a moon to Saturn Lunacy with hashtag name Saturn's moons. Check out the contest rules on Carnegie Science's website. Well, that definitely sounds exciting, guys. Thanks for watching OU Nightly. We leave you tonight with what else?
But the Beat Texas car, located at the corner of Lindsay and Elm on campus, students are invited to smash the car tonight at 6 p.m. Good night.